So what is your best time pass all do in the holidays? Or you're all like school started, everybody's?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you're
Ma'am,
going.
I play short game. I play games at home and see TV and do cycling in night after the dinner.
Wow. What is your brother or sister's name? I can see.
That's my brother. And
Brother. Wow.
that's
Lucky.
Hassan, I'm Harun. And he's wearing Batman and me too. Batman. Because
Very good. That's nice.
and my small sister name is Anfa. I got 5 families.
That's nice. So where is your sister today?
My sister is very small. She is 3 years old.
So you can
He's
play
5
with her.
years old. He is 5 years old and he's growing to August 27. I will grown up to 9 years old in June 7th.
Wow.
So
I
I'm
think
here
so.
on my birthday.
Tomorrow, day after is your birthday.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's near in my birthday.
So
it's near.
in advance, happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice. And your sister, brother's birthday is just before my birthday. My birthday is also 28th August.
28. So my
Your brother is 27th, you said?
27, it's your birthday, right? 28.
Yeah, one day later. What about all others?
No sister. I have only cousins.
Very lucky. You have so many cousins. So we'll start.
I have 4 cousin sisters and 2 cousin brothers.
Okay, that's nice. So good morning, everybody, and we'll start. Everybody, all kids are ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So can you see the chat in your screen? Can you write yes?
Yes.
All of you write yes, that we are ready.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. So I can see so many yes. So we are full of energy to say yes, that is nice. So today we are trying to do all of you, how to achieve your dreams. So you let me know. So this session is more of interacting. So you can unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Otherwise, if you not able to do, you put some hands up in here. So we will either Nidisha or somebody will help you out to get one by one. Okay. So
You have to write it in the notebook.
No, nothing new to write a notebook. We will give you this video. So if you want little more details, you can go through the video or the PDF and find it. Or you ask your dad and mom, they will help you out. Okay? Right? So all of us have so many dreams. So you let us know, few people, what are your dreams? What do you wanted to do? Anybody want to share?
I want to become officeman like father do many things. I want to do like grown up like officeman when I will be like father.
Wow, somebody is saying Raj Tiwari want to become pilot.
My brother
Want to become an astronaut.
Wow, all the best. Then
I also want to be an astronaut.
I want to.
I also want to be an astronaut.
very nice. Then
I want to be a doctor.
very good. It's very good to do. Take care
I
of
want to become an
everybody.
independent individual.
That is nice. Very good. We have to be individual to become a good person. So that's of course for everybody. We should have a good person to help others. Make sure they also achieve their dream along with us. Yes.
When I will be grown up, I will have Lamborghini car.
Yeah.
That's my
Who
brother.
was that person who was
brother
telling
likes
Lamborghini car?
Arfan say.
Have fun.
And I also.
Okay, because when I was doing, my son also wanted to tell that he want a Lamborghini car, and he says, "You don't know how to pronounce also, Mama, how to say Lamborghini
I
car."
want to become a firefighter.
Yeah, so that is a very nice. So I was watching with my daughter once 911 and something, I don't remember the name, and then how nicely firefighters save people's money. So that's all of us have a lot of dreams, you know. So let us find it out. One is to dream, but if you want to do what you want to become a dream, same thing, we have to plan for it, correct? So that is what is I am going to do it in this session, which is going to talk about how to plan for the your dreams. Okay, so that is very important.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut in NASA.
yes, that's fair enough. So we will try to see how we can plan for doing in a become an astronaut. Okay, so what is required to do that? That's what I'm going to do. So if you want, you can ask your parents also to come and share with you and stay with you. Otherwise, you can go and tell your dad and mom how you are planning to do that. Okay. So most of us, when I was small, I remember I used to go and watch circus with my parents and family, and I used to love their colorful dresses, and they're doing so much gymnast and all. And every time I'll go and tell my mom and dad, you know, I want to go and join the circus because they are so beautiful, so colorful, and so gymnast and all. So we do have a lot more dream and aspiration when we see, but we have to plan for it. So now if you see, now I'm nowhere related to the circle, but yes, what I'm doing, I'm enjoying and I'm loving it. So most of us, when we are small, we wanted to, we see around people and we like to become like that. Mostly people like a parents, our uncle, aunties, neighbor, those things which appeals us, which we likes it, we read, we see, maybe as in a video or TV or a movie, we want to become an aspirational like that. So similarly, to do like what we want to become like somebody, because we must have been making idol somebody that I wanted to become like a maybe Tendulkar. I may wanted to become like a parent or dad or a mom or anybody. So how I can plan for that? So one is to have an aspirational dream, and one is how we can achieve those. So all of you will be able to achieve it. Just simple, sit with your dad and mom. I'm sure they must be planning much bigger, and you can also be part of it and you'll feel happy about it. So I'll talk about the tree. So all of us must have done this small, I can say, experiment when we were small, or you have not done it, please do it. It is very nice to do. Anyone can share it, one person. If you have sowed the seed and what happened to that plant and what all you did. So first time we say, how the tree is growing and all the stuff in the school, we will say, take one, bring the pot and put the seeds and look how they have been doing. So somebody has done this experiment, or you must have done at home also sometimes, to put the seed and see how plants are growing.
I have done it. Ma'am, I have done it. Ma'am, we put a seed. Ma'am, I done it with plant. Ma'am, yes.
So Nidisha, I am not able to see both together. Can you just pick one person and ask them to do?
Ma'am. Okay, Harshvi Joshi, you can tell.
Ma'am, I have not did it, but I only take flower seeds and put it in the water, then it will bloom a little bit.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
me, ma'am. I'm Tejas.
Yes, Neeraj, tell.
Ma'am, I'm Tejas, ma'am.
Okay, Tejas, please tell.
I have grown leaves and the
One by
flowers.
one.
I have grown the sprouts, ma'am.
Okay. So what you did for sprouts, you soaked it, but it didn't come to the plant. So I'm still looking for a money tree. So let me take this time. So I will request you all who wanted to participate. It is nice you all wanted, but we won't be able to hear even more than one person talking. You write it in chat, whoever writes it, Nidisha will pick any random person,
Yes.
1 or 2 people, okay? So she'll be helping us to find it out. So it's not that fastest finger first or something. All of you can write who wanted to share it. She will pick it because I am not able to see all those part of it. So money tree is similar to our a normal tree. So when you go out and see, you have a bigger tree, people trees, or you have sandalwood tree, or any tree you must have seen in a park or near your place or something. So, or let us say that's a, now being a mango season itself, you must have seen few of the mango tree with such a nice mangoes, and that's a beauty of it. We go every day for a walk, and I see there are 3 or 4 mango trees are just hanging with so many mangoes. It's so feel happy to see those fruits in that. Similarly, how they grown? So they have grown over the period, maybe 10 years, 15 years, and they become so big, and then they started giving the fruits, correct? So now that every year the fruits are coming, but first 5-10 years there was no fruits was coming on those, correct? So what happened most of the time, that time when there's no fruits were coming, but we were giving a manure, we were giving the water and sunlight is coming to them, and then they are growing because the roots was going down and down, and they becoming more strong, and then across they become a big tree. So I'll tell you one small story which I have read somewhere. The small kids like all of you go to your native with your granny's place. So grandfather was there and he says, okay, come, we'll go in the morning and we'll bring one plant. So they brought a small plant, and then they says, okay, every year when you come, we will see how it is beginning. So he was always there for 2 months of summer holidays. So in the time after 1 or 2 weeks, he started feeling sad, and he says, Nana, I'm feeling sad. Your tree is growing so much, but my tree is not at all growing. He said, why it is not growing? You and me got the same thing. We put the same thing. So he's
You put the things that it can grown up, it cannot grown up.
So can we have a mute all, Nidisha?
Yeah.
So then they asked what exactly you're doing. He says, no, I'm pouring the water also. I'm pouring the nice, all the nutrients and everything. Then he says, something must be different you're doing because your tree is not growing and I'm able to grow. So then he came and he says, I'm doing something one more because you said the root will grow down and it will become big. So every now and then I go and pluck and see the root is growing or not. So it is the story of saying that if you keep plucking the plant and seeing the root is growing or not, root will never grow. And that's why the tree will not grow. The same thing, money tree is also like that. Money tree is similar as our own tree. When we keep putting a small amount of money as a nutrient and water and everything, it will become a big tree over a period, maybe 5, 10, 15 years. And afterwards, it starts giving you flowers, and the money it keeps giving you year on year from that. And that is the best analogy I always prefer to tell, not only to the kids, for everybody. So don't become like a kid to see that is it root is going down, so it can survive 15 years or not. If you keep doing it, the tree will not grow. So we should keep pouring the water and nutrient regularly and start going above that way. So that is the very important part of it, that money tree, how it works. So I want Nidisha to give a small polls are there. I request all the kids to answer those polls, okay? So there are 5 questions in those. We can try to have a poll thing. So what we are trying to say, what is the price of 1 liter petrol? I have given an average because different cities have little different costing.
Ma'am, I have done the first question.
Very good. All of you can do it and mute it. And then we will speak after. We will try to finish faster, and then we will take more questions from all of you. Okay?
Ma'am, the screen is black, ma'am.
Is it? Can you close
Yes,
the
ma'am.
poll?
Ma'am, I closed.
Yeah, and I will share the screen. So can you see the answer? So most of us are right. It is around 100. And few people says we don't know. So sometimes we should, because we all are using the transport. It can be bus, it can be car, it can be
Ma'am, I
two-wheeler.
know.
Very good. So it's nice.
90.
Yes, so it is good. So can we have the next one?
Yes, ma'am. One sec. Yeah. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am.
So again, I have told milk as an average because there are different types of milks comes. So you can use it on those.
I'm done.
People who have not done it, you can do fast. So we will try to close. That's nice. All of you are very well aware, very intelligent kids. 40 to 50 is a good, correct answers. So we will share the results, which says that 36% people have said an average 50 and 40. That is really good. So can we have the third poll?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So what is your favorite food joint? What you like? So normally, how often you go? So you can just let us know how many of you prefer a food. So what you like the most?
Ma'am, done.
I still see. So we will end the poll and see the answer. So it says that highest is all of you love pizzas the most. Wow, that's really nice. And second, I can say it's more of a Burger King versus McD, which is around 52 again. So the all of you loves the burgers and pizzas. Yeah, that's really nice. So we can have one more poll.
Yes, ma'am.
So here I'm asking about you. So if you are ordering from burger or pizza, how much on an average your parents or maybe you are very now tech savvy, you will see in the Swiggy or so much, how much you have been costing for this pizza or burger? I'll wait for a few more seconds. If you all can say, it's only 60% people have done it. So we will wait for 70 and above. Good, good. That's really nice. Few more can do that. If you can do faster, if you don't know, you can say, I don't know, or more than $1,000. So we'll close it.
Yeah.
So if you see that an average highest people have been talking about 500 to 750 or 750 to 1,000. It's nice Harshvi, that you don't like the junk food and you have taken the Indian food. Even I don't like the junk food. So it's a very nice and healthy way. Okay. So that's a really good. So we'll go back to the our presentation. So if you notice when I was asking that, the best part is you all are very well aware. And average people have told around 500 to 750 plus people are spending. So when we started doing this, we started doing how often you all go and eat or you order nowadays. How often anybody can write it in a chat, how often you all do? Once a week, once a month, once in 2 weeks, like that. Can you write it on chat? I can't find anybody. So it's twice in a week, once in 2 months, twice in a month, once a month. So I can say average is twice in a month. So we have to start realizing when we are doing twice in a month, indirectly it is 1500 rupees we are being spending. So that 1500 rupees, how we can use the best utilized to take care of it. It's okay to eat out, but we should be aware that I keep telling somebody is maybe the 1 day or 2 days salary is itself is 1500 bucks or maybe lesser than that. Okay. So we have to be aware of before we always take to the person. So importance of money is very much like how you are taking care of the money. So most of the time, all of you must be getting money from your dad and mom or your nana, nani or the grannies whenever they give the money for your birthdays or a festival time and all. So most of the time, what happened when you do some work and get the money, you are called earning. Otherwise, it's called like a gift. So I'll give you the one story where I remember when I was small, and this is to come every time my dad used to tell. So my dad and my granny used to be very good a storyteller. So he used to tell that there was a farmer and farmer have a kid and kid is grown up, but he's very, very lazy. He doesn't like to go with the dad and work in the farm. So one day his dad says, now you're big enough. Now you cannot sit and doing nothing. You have to earn any amount with your hard earned, then only you will get a food in the night. So he says, okay. So first day he goes and beg his mom that, see, I don't want it to work and all. Give some money to me. I will go and give it to dad and then it. So mom, as usual, are very, very emotional. They says, okay, take this 50 rupees and just go. So in the night, the father came. He said, what you did? He said, yeah, I went for a work and I got the 50 rupees. So his dad says, wow, that's nice. In the first day only you got a nice job and you got it at 50 rupees. He says, yeah, there is a next to our garden, there is a well. You go and put the money there. So he go and put the money and 50 rupees in the well, came back and he says, now you can go and eat the food. He's very happy. Wow. So next day he says, okay, fine, what to do? So he goes to his sister. Sister says, see, I don't have much money. I have only 60 rupees. So he said, okay, you give me 60 rupees only. So sister gave. In the night, the father came again. And father says, how was your day? He says, yeah, nice. I was so tired. I did so much work. I got this time 10 rupees extra 60. His dad was impressed that you are doing so hard working and all. And you got a 60 rupees. He said the same. Very nice. You go to the garden and put this money in the well and go and eat the food. His son says, my dad has gone crazy or mad or something. But anyway, I am getting a food without working. I am happy, go lucky. Third day came. Third day, his mother says, I don't have money. I can't give. Sister says, I also don't have money. I cannot give. So he says, okay, now I have to go and do something. So he has gone and searching. It is so hot and all. He's feeling so thirsty, not able to do. So after sometimes he got a job where to put all the luggage into the truck and all this stuff. So he tried and struggled and all. And then he got only 20 rupees. So he came back again in the night. And his dad says, how was your day? He said, it is okay because I just got 20 rupees. He said, good. Go and put it in a well and come and have food. He got so annoyed and he started getting angry at his father and he says, Do you know, full day I worked and I got just 20 rupees and you're asking me to put it in a well. So his father says, last 2 days when you were putting in a 50 bucks and 60 bucks, you didn't say me anything. Then he said the fact, actually, that was not his hard earned money. Because when we work so hard, the value of money comes because of that hard earned. Because you are working and then getting the money. When somebody gives us as a gift, the value doesn't come to us. And that is the importance which I am trying to tell all of you is whenever when you are getting some work done, and when you of course your grannies are giving it's a gift, but you can also start doing some small work and maybe for your mom or dad or anybody. And when you're a little big, I'm assuming if somebody's a teenager, they can start doing. I know few teenagers, they are nowadays so clever, all of you are. They're writing a blogging, they're writing, making, baking, they're doing even painting, and they're selling. And when they do that, that value of that money, it is not 750 rupees one pizza, but 750 will become like it's 7,000 rupees that I don't want to spend for that pizza for 750 because it's so hard earned and you will love that money. And that is the importance of the money we are going to share with you. So I want all of you to write it in a, of course, I'll give this sheet to you because this is more of writing across. But if you all can start writing first in paper and write it in a chat box, what all you wanted in next 1 year. Okay. What all you wanted to purchase. It can be shoes or clothes, or it can be mobile or anything, what you feel you like to your parents, you wanted to them to buy for the next 1 year. So can you start writing? Nice, Kavita, nothing? Big chessboard, yes, Sarah. Good. Anybody else? Jeans, books, mini camera, PS4, I don't know what is that. And I think so it's a gaming.
Video game.
Gaming and shirts. PS5, books, one cycle, 2 Lego. PS, I think so this gaming is very well known.
Yes, ma'am. It is.
I want a drone for a camera, car, the playing wala car or bigger car. I want a lap. What is LAP? I don't know.
Laptop, I think.
Okay. Legos. MI Band 5. I'm assuming it's a mobile. Correct. So what we are trying to see here, thank you. You can keep writing by the time I'll be continuing. So here when we are writing things, what we want. So there is a difference between wants and the need. The need is if I don't have that, I cannot survive. It is so mandatory. I really need. If, for example, if I don't have a game, it's okay. Nothing will happen. I go to my friend's house and play, or I'll play some other game, or I can have a mobile, something else. But like a clothes or a books or the food or anything, it's a mandatory. It is, if I don't have that, is changing myself. So we have to be very clear what is a mandatory, which is mandatory means it is must to do, which is needs. Wants is, of course, if my parents are well to do, they have money, and any of your I can say festival or birthdays are coming, you can ask them as a gift to do that. So I want you all to tell your parents or yourself write it that you should make sure a standard key in my birthday or with the gifts in a year, I will not go more than 5,000 or 10,000. Make sure within the year, whatever you ask, it is within that limit. So what you are doing in yourself, indirectly you are planning and making sure that you never cross the limit. So it is not that if it is PS4 or 5, I don't know, it is 30,000, 50,000, whatever. Wait, you earn that money. It can be doing some work for your parents, doing a tuition, doing something, or maybe they can ask you if you are performing so well in a what you call school, and then they says that okay, you earn for it. So you are studying much harder to earn that. So I am trying to say, make whatever the biggest thing, make sure that you earn within a limit. And whenever we are writing what we want, make sure in front of that says it is a need or a want. This is the same thing what I have been saying. It is we have to write it is a need or a want. So now let us have whose birthday is coming the closest. I think so now today when we started somebody's birthday itself is on 7th of June. Correct? Who was that? Haren, I think so. Correct, Haren? Whose birthday was day after? Or whose is the closest within 2 days or 3 days? Can we have?
Hi, ma'am. It's my birthday in June 7th.
Yeah. So now all of you, let us say we will plan for Haren's birthday. So you tell me, Haren or other people, that how we will going to plan and how much it is going to cost us for your birthday. Let us know what all you want for your birthday.
I'm getting toys, Lamborghini toy.
Ma'am, I want a
Lamborghini
laptop.
car too. I don't know. I thought it is too huge.
In my birthday.
For that, we don't have nowadays good roads also to have Lamborghini car. We can have a toy Lamborghini car.
Yeah, he said. I want a remote control blue car and aeroplane car and another jet plane type.
Okay.
I want
So 1 minute, Haren, just can you make a Haren mute, Nidisha?
Yes, ma'am, did.
So all of you, can you just guess it and write it in a chat? He wanted a remote car and he wanted a jet or one more gift. How much money we will?
and Spider-Man I want.
Yes. So let us wait, Haren, for some time. We will ask other kids. For your birthdays, how much money you think you can allocate or you can ask your parents for the gift amount? So whatever gift it can be. So just write it across how much money your gift will cost from your parent side. You can start writing on the chat. So we will, I know that Santa will give the gifts, but can we have some number? It's 500, 1,000, 1,500. Somebody has written. Anyone else? 500. So all of you are not getting the gifts, or you don't, so good kids doesn't want gift, or not writing, you're lazy.
1,000.
1,000, that's nice. Okay. So
1,500.
okay, so let us say average 1,000 rupees. So all of you normally have a cakes in your birthday? Do you all have cake?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think the cost of the cake will be?
I think it will be 750 or 1,500.
Okay, let us, anybody else can tell about the cake price?
Ma'am, 400.
Okay, so let us say 500 as a cake. Okay, so most of you go out for the dinner or a lunch, or your mom
1,000
cooks? 1,000 rupees, fine.
1,000 rupees.
Very good. So what else? Do you call your friends or family members or something on your birthday?
We order food.
Okay, so you order the food. So how much ordering the food or cooking the food will cost?
Because of lockdown is there.
Yes.
Nobody is coming.
So how much it will
Nobody is
cost?
coming.
Just guess it, how much it will cost a food for full family? So we will just take it as a 2,000 rupees. So indirectly, being in a lockdown one. Otherwise, we will have the friends and return gifts and decorations and other things. So we take care of cake and the food and the gift. You all get the new clothes on your birthday. Yeah. So on an average that we spend around 5,000 rupees. I'm just giving a average. So what happens when we are planning and you think that, okay, this birthday, like so many times it happens, you said, okay, I like to do something different. And I have a one friend, their son says, okay, this time I will not, I'm talking about pre-COVID time. Then he says, actually, please don't give a gifts to me. Whatever gift amount you want, why don't you donate to the one of the charitable place? So sometimes you can start thinking differently how you can make sure that your birthday can become good for others. It now you have so many places where people can help it out for the people needy, for the oxygens or the food or anything, because so many people are saying. So in your birthday you can say that some amount, mama or dada, I wanted to give it a charity, which can be a better thing, and you will also feel happy about it. Okay, so that particular day you will feel happy that at least from your own side you are doing something
We give
different and
charity
making it
for
better.
my birthday.
Okay, so this is what we says we will try to plan. So we should every time plan the birthday. So I don't know how many of you are above, I can say 14 or 15 years. Who all are above 15? Can you just type it? Above 15? So the people who are above 15, please go back to your dad and mom and say that 1 month you try to run the full house. So you will know how difficult or how to plan for the household. Like you have to make sure that you have to get the ration, you have to pay all the mobile bills, this bill, network bills. You have to make sure pay for your, if you have a household help, somebody to pay for them, go get the cylinders, everything you will know how to do, and you will realize it, how much money as a 1 month we spend. Then we can start thinking differently. Can we save some money or not? Or then we started planning. So this we always do it. Please, if you are above 15, please tell your parents to give 1 month, maybe now or sometimes. And when you are doing this, there are so many mobile apps are coming. You write it down. So your parents has given a, let us not give the cash, you'll just give a logical money, let us say 30,000. And that 30,000 you will start writing that I have to pay the milk coupon, I have to give for the whatever vegetable fellow, we have to give for online groceries, we have to give. And then you will realize that in a month how much we are being, as a parents, are been spending. Because most of the time we don't realize it, they must be giving across your fees and others once in a year. But that money also we need to calculate as a monthly perspective, because that's the way it happens. So most of the time we have to plan it, and this will give you a lifetime learning of household expense, because slowly you will start going and running your own self how to plan for it. So we will, these are the things which I was trying to say about the concept, how we run it across. Now I will run some simple concept how the things work. I'm sure all of you, most of you, not all, who is gone, I think so, above 6 standard, they will have the simple interest part of it. So simple interest is normally the difference between the, how you say, no, investment and the savings. So savings is like we always used to see in the olden days, no, they say we will put it in a piggy bank, where my mother will put it in a somewhere safe. When money is not there, we will save for a rainy day, we will save it. So when we save for that money, it's called a saving, because that money is not growing. So what I have put it in a piggy bank, whenever somebody gives me, that money is as is. So it's 100 rupees, it's there. After 10 years is also 100 rupees only. So that is the savings. And when we do investment, when we give it to banks or the investment, some of the options, what happens that time, the bank give little extra money to us. If I'm giving 100, I may get 105 rupees after 1 year. Okay, so it is growing my money in some percentage and then giving back. So what is the amount of growing we do? It's a simple interest. So in this simple interest is 10%. It means that 10 rupees in a year, if I have 100 rupees, It will keep giving me from the bank. So most of you must have seen how the parents normally go and get it money from ATM. So that's a very nice. One of my nephew was asking from where the money comes. He's saying no. It is so simple. Just my mother goes to any ATM and get the money. So it is. I don't know why they keep saying there's no money, because you can go anytime and get the money. That's a very nice view when we observe, but sometimes we don't realize these ATM monies are linked to your parents' bank account. So they must have put the money in the bank through their salaries or earnings or something. And that's why they are removing it. So why we put it across the bank, and bank give some interest, which on the simple interest, and they calculate risk through formula. Okay. So compounding interest is a very, very interesting part of it, where we say we get interest on interest. So means I got 100 rupees, I got 10 rupees at end. So next year I'll get interest on 110, not on 10. So I'll just show you this video. Please tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear?
No, ma'am.
No,
We
ma'am.
can't hear anything.
Actually, we can hear, not a problem.
If you want to go around the earth and start with 100 meters on the first day and double the distance every day, how long do you think it will take? 1 year? 10 years? Let's find out. Within 19 days, you would have covered 39,321 kilometers, while the equatorial circumference of Earth is about 40,075 kilometers. You would have traveled around the world in less than 20 days. But what if you stop after 10 days? You would have hardly covered a little less than 77 kilometers. This is the power of compounding. Power of compounding can help you to create a great wealth as well. How to leverage the power of compounding for maximum benefit? Start early and invest regularly. Nisha invests rupees 5,000 every month since the age of 25, while Nilesh invests rupees 7,000 every month since the age of 35. By the age of 60, both would have invested 21 lakh rupees. Assuming a return of 12%, Nisha will accumulate 2.75 crore rupees, while Nilesh will get only 1.19 crore rupees, which is 59% lesser than Nisha's wealth. This is why starting early is important. To create a wealth.
So this is what I was trying to speak about. You all were able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We were able to hear.
Yeah. So you all learned from this?
Starting early to invest would make you rich.
Very good. So I don't know the name, but yes, that's what it's trying to say. There are two things here. One is starting early. Second thing is value of compounding, because the same money is being doing. I don't know. Please write it on a message. I'll come back to you. I'm sorry. So what will happen? It will start giving. So I always believe the compounding effect is not only comes only on the money. It comes in your studies also. It comes in your if you're doing exercise, or if you're in the sports person, because when you keep practicing the same thing, and especially the people, so many people have written PS3, 4, 5, those gaming things, because my son also keep playing on the Xbox or things, and he keeps saying no, to go to the next league I have to practice more and practice more and practice more, and that's what I keep telling him. So even it's a maths or a science or a game, it is when you keep doing that more and more over the period, you do a much more better part. So that power of compounding comes in your daily practice, in our studies, or a day-to-day, or a health, or a exercising. So we have to realize it, that keep doing continuously small part is adding a very big chunks to all of us. So inflation is what, so most of us, if you go and ask your grannies or something, and if we talk, so my dad and mom will say, that petrol was like a 20 rupees or something like that. So similarly, the money, it's like we are trying to say what you can buy. Maybe you must have asked your parents and say that what you can buy maybe 5 years back. And now we are not even getting there. So let us give the simple example of petrol itself. I was just telling that it was, at least in my time also, I have seen from 52 rupees a liter, and now it's 100 rupees. So now being a mango season, you can see that sometimes it happens that 1 kg mango, what we got at 100 rupees, the same breed, same thing, it's coming at 110. So inflation is normally the rate of increase in a prices or a good or services over the period. So that's a cost of living. Actually, our lifestyle is increased much, much bigger. So you must have never realized, before we used to go so many times brand conscious and all. We never knew that so many people we will buy the mobile of 30,000-40,000. We never had it. First of all, even if we have it, we will take a smaller 10-15. Now a lot of time people, even the kids have been taking. I go and teach to a few colleges, and they will, their laptops and the mobile will be always a higher standard than mine, because I always say, this is the latest standard, which is every time it comes and they get a new mobile or a laptop. So that's a cost of living. Apart from that, lifestyle is also increasing. So we should be very, very careful of how we are spending money and make it to give it to your parents or anything. So you make a budget for yourself and don't go above that. Time value of money is both the ways. One is called, for example, I am saying that I wanted money 5,000 after 3 years. What is the equivalent money as on today? Or if I have 5,000 rupees today, what will be the value of that money after 3 years or 5 years? So that's why we call the present value or the future value. That's the way it comes. The concept of money is available now, the worth more than same amount available. Future due to potential earning. So for example, if I have today 100 rupees, as I told previously, that same 100 rupees I may not be having equivalent after 5 years. Correct? So that's the thing. We have to make sure the time value of money is also being taken care of. So we will always say that there is a risk versus return. So we always try to say if you take a little risk, you may get a return. But if you take a risk and the risk happen, you may lose something. So most of the time, all of us take a day-to-day risk. We don't realize it. I'm sure all of you must have gone, and because I have also done, all kids, parents, everybody must have done. When we learn cycle, do you remember? You must have fallen down. So sometimes we know that we are racing in the cycle or we are doing something and we fall. But it may happen when we are doing very fast racing, or we are going, you may reach faster also. So sometimes it's a calculated risk, we do it. So most of the time we will try to say, okay, today, we are 5 chapter and tomorrow is my exam. I really don't know this 5, I have time or not. So this chapter doesn't look okay to me. So 4 chapter, I will read it. And 5th one, I will miss it. So it may happen that you are taking a calculated risk, where if the exam 4 chapter, no question came, you are happy-go-lucky and you got a good returns or good marks. But if most of the question came from that 4 chapter itself, you got it a lesser mark. So most of the time we do take care of a smaller risk, which impact on the different types of returns. So same thing happens in the money also. So sometimes when you are wanted little higher, you have to take a risk. Of course, you can reduce the risk over the period, over diversification, doing little and all this stuff. But yes, you cannot make a zero risk. So I will just put another one video.
Napoleon, a French emperor who conquered much of Europe in the early 19th century. One mistake that cost Napoleon Bonaparte in loss during the Battle of Waterloo was to delay the attack.
Ma'am, we can't
The
see
night
the
before the
video,
battle,
but we can
there was a
see
rain,
the
and his cavalry and infantry were tired.
here. We
Okay.
can't see, but we can only hear.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I can't see.
Okay, I'm stopping and I will start again. So we'll see. Can you all see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Napoleon,
we can.
a French emperor who conquered much of
Yes, ma'am, we can now.
Ma'am, the voice is stuck.
Europe in the early 19th century. One mistake that cost Napoleon Bonaparte in loss during the Battle of Waterloo was to delay the attack. The night before the battle, there was a rain, and his cavalry and infantry were tired. Napoleon was in dilemma whether to attack or to wait for one day. His delay in attacking made Persian army to reach the battleground to help Wellington of Waterloo to win the war against Napoleon. If Napoleon Bonaparte had marched and attacked earlier in the morning, the Persian army would not have reached there at the battleground on time, and he would have won. Similarly, delays in putting your money to work through investments can eventually end up costing you a lot. We often tend to delay investing with very nice excuses. But have you ever thought, how much would it cost you? Let's find out. By starting an SIP of Rs 5,000 at the age of 25 for retirement can help you to create the wealth of Rs 2.81 crore at the age of 55 when you retire. But if you delay in decision of starting an SIP by 6 months only, you would create the wealth of Rs 2.62 crore. Just 6 months delay in starting an SIP can cost you 19 lakh rupees loss. To save yourself from the cost of delay, start investing now.
You're able to see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, we also saw the video now.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the video.
So this is the things which I was trying to say about when we are doing any of the investments or anything, we always try to diversify. Diversify means you invest in separate places because of a risk also, and it will taking care of overall, we call asset allocation and diversification. So if you see that most of the time, if you all are going, it happens with us most of the time when I ask my kids or somebody, okay, you take the glasses or cups, they'll try to put all the 4 glasses or cups in their hand, and sometimes it falls. Correct? It's like a don't put all the eggs in a one basket, because if one basket breaks, all the eggs breaks. So similarly, we always try to say when you're investing, you put it into different part of it. And when you're putting a different part of it, sometimes something goes right, something some other thing goes right. So it will balance off each other's. So this is the way I'm sure all of you must be doing sometimes in our exams. So you will say, okay, I'm good in, at least I used to do always the first thing, no, because I used to be always good in, I can say numerical answers or questions. So first thing I will see, okay, what are the numerical questions, write the formula and make sure I'll do it first. And then you will say, okay, it's a 1 marker, then 2 marker, then 5 marker. So we always try in our mind also giving a small assets. So different things which you can take risk or which you cannot take risk, because you know that 5 marks you'll do more. If you have a time, you will write more, otherwise no write more. Correct. So similarly in investment also, we will say that which you will keep it for the longer term, which you will try to save for the smaller term, which we need an emergency sometimes for things we wanted to keep it in a bank or which doesn't have a risk. Like these, we always try to invest. So for you all, the good homework will be today is, if you go back and ask your parents mostly where they invest and find it out why they are investing in that. That will be the best thing. So they will also know, because they may 100% have an access to say that, okay, I'm putting this is maybe for your higher education. This money I'm putting it's for maybe for a house or a gold or a retirement. They may have different goals to make sure that we are safe, sound, and achieving our financial goals. very important. Speak with their parents and try to do that. How to make sure the budgeting for the house, and take this as a challenge. If they says in a monthly they're spending around 30,000, take it for 1 month and say how I can save 1,000 from there. Okay, and that's where it will happen, all those things. So I remember when we used to have it, we both were getting married, and we used to kept it in our mind that okay, this much amount we will spend it. So we will think, okay, for I'm just giving example, in our planning we have written the wedding cake was around $2,000, and when we went there and what we like the cake, it will be around 2,500. So I remembered every day evening I'll say, okay, 500 rupees from where to cut it across. Maybe from clothes or a gold or something like that. So similarly, this exercise you have to do for 30 days is going to help you out. If my budget is only 30,000 and I want to save 1,000 rupees, from where I can save. You can have many more. The best is you all are digital kids, and you will see where you can get more discount, which is more beneficial. How I can do maximum. You may say that, okay, today, this time we'll not eat out once extra, we'll do lesser. So you may have a different ways to save that money. And if you think that is a better option, you can go ahead. Otherwise, you just try to give it to some needy, and you will feel much more happy on that, or invest that amount. Okay, so there are so many normally choices on the different products where your parents must have invested. So this is the time where we take a low risk or high risk. So I'll not go more into detail part of it. I'll just say that what normally banking they do, so they keep the money in the bank. You all must have seen and told about how the you can get the money from ATM nowadays. You have so many payment gateways, or you can say the wallets, like you have Swiggy or you have Google Pay. You people do so many price. You can have a bank-to-bank transfers also. That's very important. Second thing is, all of you, I want you to do today homework when you become big after the 12th standard. Nidisha, can you make it mute for some time? It's the last 5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it's the last 5 minutes. So we are just trying to say you plan for yourself how to take care of an education for yourself. Your parents must have done, but how you wanted to make sure that you sponsoring with your planning for an higher education. So I'll just stop it with one small video again.
Ma'am,
1 minute.
I have a doubt, ma'am.
After this is a question answer session.
Okay, ma'am.
You work very hard because you want very best things for you and your family. So, begin setting up smart goals based on what you want. Making sure they are specific with clear details, measurable with exact amount, attainable but challenging enough, realistic with necessary skills and knowledge. And it should be time-bound so that you start taking action without any delay. Next, you need to know where you stand financially. List down what and how much assets you own. Also list down how much liabilities you have. The difference between these two is your real net worth. It will give you an idea about how far you are from your goals. Third pillar is to know how much you need to save. Normally, people save whatever is left after spending from their income. But the right way of saving is to set aside at least 30% of your income based on your financial goals from your income. And then use what is left for your expenses. And finally, you need to create a budget for your finances. Budget helps you to save more. Also ensure that the payment of personal debt should not exceed 25% of your income at any level. Call us now to build strong pillars for securing your family's financial future.
So with this, I end my session to how to plan and make sure that you all achieve your goals, and you will learn when you started becoming. So now, Tejas, yes, you are. Please ask me the question.
Ma'am, when is the next class?
There is no next class. You will have a session with your parents. and they will do it. If you don't have it, please go after lockdown, open one saving banks in your name, and then you will track yourself. If you need some help, I will help you, but there is no next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have Vimala Oberoi, that hands up.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, is
Yeah.
ma'am, is the class finished?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
If anybody have a questions, otherwise have a wonderful time. Spread happiness, be happy, enjoy, and all the best.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
We are not able to hear you.
Not able to hear me? Actually, I'm not on mute.
No, we can hear you, ma'am.
So I'm open for any questions if you have. Otherwise, the class is over.
Ma'am, there was this comment made by Hashmi Joshi. She said that on her 7th birthday, her mother had given her 2 options. One was to celebrate her birthday, and second one was to give food to the poor people, and she chose the option 2.
That's so sweet. Very nice.
Ma'am,
All the best.
thank you for the session.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Ma'am, is there a next class or is
No, we are not planning. If you want some help, you ask your dad and mom, or you can ask us. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Bye. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.